Hello from the world of industrial automation. My name is Artem Melnik. I'm a software engineer with 15 years of experience in developing firmware and software for programmable logic controllers and integrating CODESYS runtime into these firmwares. Let's develop an automated control system for an industrial dry heat sterilizer. All the devices mentioned are connected to each other through a router that has internet access. PLC tasks that provide communication with the upper level, such as cloud, HMI, and SCADA, are configured as less priority tasks, and PLC tasks that provide communication on industrial buses with I/O modules and field devices, which also provide PLC redundancy, as well as a user task that controls field devices, are high priority tasks, or in other words, important tasks. Now, our prototypes support at least 2 sterilizer models with different characteristics, such as the insulation material, sterilizer chamber volume, number of heating elements, and number of internal temperature sensors. The next step was to rename our visualization using the refactoring tool. After that, we duplicated the visualization file. Now, Cloud supports 2 sterilizer models on a single SPC210. In the previous video, to support managing 2 sterilizer models, we duplicated both the source code of the control algorithm and the user interface visualization files. Duplicating the source code of the control algorithm is still somewhat acceptable, since it doesn't really consume much of the limited memory on the SPC10, even if I create 100 instances, but it does make future maintenance more difficult. And we'll solve this problem, but a bit later, by creating our own library, similar to the standard libraries you can see in the Library Manager. But what we definitely can't accept is duplicating the user interface visualization files, since graphics are the main consumer of memory on any device. To solve this issue, for now, I excluded the old visualization files from compilation and duplicated the visualization components in the new file that I added to the project. Since the visualization interface is absolutely identical for any sterilizer model, you can use just one file for all 100 models instead of having 100 identical ones. First, in the Interface Editor tab, I added variables that are linked to our components. All the variable names should already be familiar to you from previous videos, except for 2 new ones. These are the unique number of the medical facility room and the unique number of the sterilizer model in that room. Next, in the Image Pool component, I added an image and set it as the background for our visualization. After that, I created another visualization that will be displayed to users when they first connect. Next, I added a drop-down list for selecting a room and linked the variable I declared in the Interface Editor tab to the variable field, and attached the list I created to the text list field. As you can see, this list is responsible for navigating between visualization screens, where selecting Main will display the main page to the user, and the other values will show the visualization of a specific sterilizer model installed in a particular room of the medical facility. Next, I created a table that will display the unique room number, the sterilizer model number in that room, the operating status of the sterilizer, and the alarm. For the data array field, I linked an array of 100 variables from the web_prg program, which I also added to the project, and I assigned this program to the VisuTask task. The variable type in this array is a structure, which I also added to the project, and in it I created fields to display the data in the table as listed above. Next, I created another visualization file, where I placed a frame component and added 1 instance of the main visualization and 3 instances of the room visualizations where our sterilizers will be installed. In the References section, for each instance of the sterilizer visualization, I linked the variables declared in the Interface Editor tab to the variables corresponding to the specific program. If you noticed, for the third room I duplicated the first program, and in each program I added 2 more variables, the unique room number and the sterilizer model. And at the end of our control algorithm, I added expressions that populate the elements of our array. These values will be displayed in the table on the main visualization. For the instance of our main page, I linked the Room Select field to an array element that will store the page number for each unique client connected to SPC210 via a browser. The index of the array element uses a global variable that holds the unique client value. This variable will become available after we add the Visu Global Client Manager library to the Library Manager. I also linked this same array element to the Switch Frame variable field, which controls switching between our visualization pages. As the start page, I specified the visualization file with our frame in the device tree for both the target and web visualization components. Next, in the Visualization Manager under the User Management tab, I created 3 users. The first user has administrator rights, meaning they will manage user access rights to the visualization components of the control system. The second user will have maintenance rights for the entire control system, meaning he will monitor its operability. And the third user will have sterilizer user rights, meaning they will be responsible for sterilizing medical instruments. Next, for all visualization components of the sterilizer and the main page, I set up access rights in the access rights field. Let's demonstrate how all of this works. Now, up to 100 clients can simultaneously connect to our control system through a browser on any device, select a room number, and control those system elements that correspond to their access rights. In this example, I connected to our system as an unauthorized user, so I added extra buttons to the main visualization page, a user login button, and a button to manage user access rights to the control system's visualization components. Obviously, when a user is not authorized, they should only have access to the login button. When this button is pressed, the user should enter their username and password, and this functionality is quite easy to link to the button. To do this, you need to link the user management function to the mouse click event handler and select the appropriate dialog window. When this button is pressed, the corresponding window from the Visu User Management library will pop up. For example, this could be the authorization visualization or the user management visualization. But here's the problem. In this version of the library, the functionality of these dialog windows is broken, and it's impossible to roll back to an older or newer version of the library because it's tightly bound to the version of the CODESYS IDE. One way to work around this bug is to enable the Support Client Animations and Overlay of Native Elements option. However, this solution doesn't work for devices whose chips don't support overlay technology, and it doesn't always work even for devices that do support it. As a rule, in this situation, the CODESYS team says, switch to the latest version of the CODESYS IDE. And, as stated in the documentation, the new version of the CODESYS IDE should work fine with the old version of CODESYS runtime. But that's only true on paper. In reality, based on my many years of experience with this environment, while old bugs may be fixed, a whole bunch of new ones always pop up. But I want to point out that this doesn't just apply to CODESYS, but to any software product in general. And what does it mean for a device manufacturer to switch to a new version in this case? It means they have to spend a ton of resources working around new bugs. And in the best case scenario, this will take the manufacturer at least a year, which is comparable to integrating a new version of CODESYS runtime into a new PLC model. Naturally, the PLC manufacturer will refuse such a solution. So, in the next video, we'll implement our own authorization and user management functionality for the automated control system. Our channel has the exclusive right to offer a 35% discount promo code for SPC210 and I/O modules from akYtec. To get this promo code, all you need to do is send a direct message with the text promo code to any of my contacts. melnikartartemg@gmail.com, WhatsApp, or Telegram at the phone number +1 904 505 6665, and I'll send you the 35% discount promo code in a reply to your contact. You need to apply it to your cart in the special promo code field. And here's another nice surprise for those viewers who purchase SPC 210 and send me the device's serial number in a direct message. I'll provide all the CODESYS projects used on our channel for free. And don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel so you don't miss the next videos. And give this video a like if you enjoyed it. That's all for now. See you in the next video.